Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our online Sunday service for November 8th, the Sunday after the presidential election. So a lot of angst and confusion, and hopefully everyone is practicing patience over this time frame. Our service today will begin with ringing of the kansho, followed by sutra chanting of Juseige. Then the Dharma School 5th and 6th grade will present the golden chain. Then we'll hear a Dharma message from Reverend Mukojima, followed by closing remarks. If you're joining us on Sunday morning as part of the watch party for our service recording, immediately following the service recording will be a post-election reflection and conversation that's hosted by some of our temple members to have some time to reflect on the events of the past week. So if you have the time and you're with us on Sunday morning, please do stay and join us. Thank you.
And now the 5th and 6th grade class will present the golden chain.
I am a link in the Buddhist golden chain of love that stretches around the world.
I must keep my link bright and strong.
I will try to be kind and gentle to every living thing and protect all who are weaker than myself.
I will try to think pure and beautiful thoughts, say pure and beautiful words, and do pure and beautiful deeds, knowing that my actions will result in not only my happiness or unhappiness, but also the happiness and or unhappiness as others as well.
May every link in the Buddha's golden chain of love be bright and strong, and may we all attain a perfect peace.
Namo Amida Butsu.
Namo
Namo Amida Butsu.
Namo Amida Butsu.
Namo Amida Butsu.
Namo Amida Butsu.
Namanda, Butsanamanda, 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 Butsanamanda. We can find true peace in ourselves, and the world peace opens from our inner peace. Namanda, Butsanamanda, 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 Butsanamanda. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for your participation in our online Sunday service. For the past several months, the American presidential campaign had attracted a great deal of attention throughout the world. Although election day was last Tuesday, all the results have yet to be finalized. Since this election also included many mail-in ballots, plus confusion at some polling places, it's taken more time to total the votes in some states. This service is being recorded Saturday morning, so all the official results are not final. But regardless of whichever candidate we supported, we all are of the same mind, and that is desiring the prosperity for the U.S. and the happiness for its citizens, right? Certainly, all those who live in this country wish for a better and a more harmonious society. But in recent years, America has been divided on so many social issues, and the discord has arisen within the nation. Religious conflicts, disability discrimination, the migrant refugee crisis, LGBTQ, and Black Lives Matter issues, and so on. Often, those whose values differ on these issues are in conflict. For these reasons, during the recent social and political chaos, many of us living in the U.S. have been filled with fear and anxiety. I sincerely hope that everyone here can understand how important it is to respect and accept the differences we may have with others. We should respect one another's social identity and protect one another's human rights. It's most important that we respect and understand one another. Of course, whenever we meet anyone with different opinions and a sense of values than ours, it's easy to be disappointed or feel upset. But if we are easily confused by our own selfish concerns, we'll never find happiness. Okay? We'll never feel happiness. We run the risk of letting hatred ruin our lives. Even if we hate someone, we shouldn't dwell on it, but just try to let it go. Let it go. In order to do this, we need to cultivate peace of mind within ourselves. Then this inner peace will surely become ours without fear, worry, or suffering. It is human nature to want to live a happy, carefree, and a wonderful life. So our main goal should be to experience this happiness and the joy. Fortunately, regardless of the many differences we may have, we all have the ability to attain this state of happiness and joy by cultivating our peace of mind. Of course, when we face difficult situations, it's natural to have negative feelings. But our positive feelings will bring the mental strength and the energy to overcome any difficulties. So we need to realize our ability and to trust and use it to trust in ourselves. There will always be occasions when we only see the downside of things, which could make us feel hopeless. But that's a wrong attitude, which we should avoid. As we learn the Buddha's point of view and try to discipline our minds, we can change our way of thinking and understanding. In doing so, our lives will become better. If we maintain a positive outlook, even when surrounded on all sides by those who bother or threaten us, we'll never lose our peace of mind. On the other hand, if our thinking is negative, we are prey to fear, doubt, and a feeling of helplessness. So, even if our friends help and support us, or even when we are embraced by a comfortable community, we will never feel happiness. That's why we need to realize how important it is to have positive outlook. Okay? Positive thinking definitely influences our happiness. In other words, our happiness depends on what we think. For example, suppose that we know someone who really bothers us. He distresses us because he always causes us problems. When we complain or become irritated or angry over his behavior, we might lose our appetite or have problem sleeping. We might even to resort to tranquilizers or sleeping pills to allow us to rest. And if we feel the need to increase our dosage over time, our mental and physical condition will deteriorate. As a result, our friends might find us uncomfortable to be with and keep us at a distance. We'll suffer from loneliness. Our appearance will worsen and we'll become pessimistic about everything. And then if all this happens to us, the person we dislike probably couldn't have asked for a better way to torment us because we did it to ourselves. Still, even if that person does us wrong, we shouldn't hate him for it. We should try to keep ourselves calm. That way, our health won't be affected. We can make each day a wonderful one spent with our friends. We will always enjoy a good relationship with our friends if we maintain a positive and hopeful. This mental attitude will surely make those who bother us feel lethargic. I believe that this is the moral and the ideal way to make an unpleasant person stop bothering us. Okay? So, no matter how bad the situation we are in, if we can follow this practice, we should be able to stay calm and maintain peaceful mind. Whenever we see someone who bothers us, let's use that situation as an opportunity to learn tolerance and to practice perseverance. I know some might believe that tolerance and perseverance are signs of weakness, but I don't think so. To me, tolerance and perseverance are evidence of the true strength and the courage which allow to nurture our true inner peace. That's why in the 6 parameters, we are taught how important it is to follow the practice of patience. So, just by being patient, no matter what somebody says, what does to us, we can accept any situation calmly. Relying on such a calm attitude allows us to see even a person we really dislike as someone who is giving us an opportunity to learn patience. It's amazing, isn't it? I know it's not easy to practice patience this way, but if we are able to keep ourselves calm and able to accept any situation calmly, we realize that a change is just another opportunity to have beneficial experience which can help us attain our true inner peace. Okay? In other words, whether we see our current situation as good or bad depends completely on our attitude, our way of thinking. It's all up to us. Does it make sense? Okay. Also, to find the true inner peace, there is one more important thing. That is to rejoice in the fact that we are fortunate to be alive at this moment. As you know, according to scientific theory, our universe came into being some 150 billion years ago. And our solar system, including Earth, was born about 4.5 billion years ago. The most primitive forms of life appeared 2 billion years ago. And the man himself made his debut about 2 million years ago. Today, if a man lives a long life, he may live to 100 years. When we compare the human lifespan to the 2 billion year period when life first appeared on Earth, 100 years is just a blip on the entire timeline. But the foundation supporting human life is the 150 billion year history of the universe, the 4.5 billion year history of our Earth, and the 2 billion year history of the beginning of all life on this earth. That's amazing, isn't it? If we look at this topic in terms of life, in terms of time, we can also see it in a special relationship. Okay? This means that all living beings are connected by a series of ties, just like a net consists of a series of knots. Okay? Also, all things that originated in countless causes and conditions in the past are all related at this current moment, present moment. Okay? This relationship is like the elements that make up a house. The pillars keep the beams from falling, and the beams keep the pillars from collapsing. There is this same kind of mutual interdependence between all forms of life in this world. Okay? Buddhism also teaches us that all things in the infinity of the universe are interconnected. Nothing exists independently. Nothing can exist in isolation without a relation to other things. In other words, we all exist supporting and dependent on each other. So we can truthfully say, my life is one with everyone and everything else's life. This means that we are living the same life together, influencing and supporting one another. If we fully grasp this truth, we can experience empathetic world, meaning when you are sad, I'm also sad. When you are in pain, I'm also in pain. When you are happy, I'm also happy. By sharing our happiness, joy, suffering, and sadness with others, we can accept and understand one another. Okay? This is why we need to always remember that we are all able to live only because we depend upon the loving support and the sacrifices of immeasurable others. Okay? This deep awareness makes us truly appreciate all people and all things that allow us to live at this moment, and have the sincere mind that loves and respects all others. By becoming aware of this truth, we can find true inner peace in our daily lives. Although we've faced many hardships during this pandemic, I like for us to thoughtfully consider what the laws of interdependence and the interconnectedness teach us. It is that we all exist supporting and dependent on each other. We are living the same life together, influencing and supporting one another. Okay? I believe that if we were to truly realize the law, we truly rejoice in and appreciate that our existence is supported by others, we would realize how precious our lives are and how important it is to think deeply about others as well as ourselves. Okay? There is a saying in Buddhism which I shared with you in the opening meditation. We can find the true peace in ourselves, and the world peace opens from our inner peace. As we live our lives day to day, we may encounter hardships and difficulties. But no matter how terrible the situation we are in, we should maintain a strong, positive attitude. Okay? That's how to find true inner peace, which will help us overcome our difficulties. Okay? In conclusion, please remember that the Nembutsu, Namo Amida Butsu, is the teaching of wisdom, which shows us how to respect and understand one another. Okay? Only by treating one another with respect and understanding, we'll realize that the world where all people can live in harmony is truly possible. I sincerely hope all of us will always keep ourselves calm by cultivating our true, pure, our true inner peace and the peace of mind. Okay? Thank you very much for your kind attention to my Dharma talk this morning. Please continue to stay healthy and have a great day. Thank you. Please join me in kansho. We can find the true peace in ourselves, and the world peace opens from our inner peace. Namanda, Butsunamanda, 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 Butsunamanda.
Thank you, Sensei, for your Dharma message today. I think it's a good reminder that part of our practice is to reflect and have the ability to try and build our inner peace so that when we are interconnected with the rest of the world, that we can strive for peace across the world, as the opening and closing reflections were saying. During these times, all of our personal faults, our evil nature makes it very difficult to move forward and achieve that inner peace that then will allow us to have world peace. But that's what we should all be striving towards, especially in these times, and be very mindful of that. Be open to everybody, and as we've heard some people say recently, the United States needs to be united, regardless of where you're at in the spectrum of conservatism to liberalism. So hopefully we go forward from today, see the final results, and move on. Again, if you're joining us for the Sunday morning watch party of this service, please stay with us in the Zoom meeting that you're currently in, and we will continue with a post-election reflection and conversation session. Thank you again for joining us today, and as always, stay healthy and stay safe. Thank you.